Well, when you first get started as a band, or as a solo artist or whatever, our goal when we started doing it was, this is what we want to do. We don't want to do anything else. We don't want to be flipping hamburgers. We don't want to be, not that there's anything wrong with that, but we want to play music for a living because that's what we love to do. So our whole thing was to work as hard as we could at that. So basically it was take every gig that came our way, whether we had to figure out, to put it on somebody's credit card to do the show, or, if it was somewhere far away that we thought would help us, like one time we got an offer to open for Pat Green when we first got to town, and that was when he was, he had just exploded. He was huge, and you'd be a fool not to go and get in front of that kind of people in Little Rock, Arkansas, or it was in Fayetteville, Arkansas, actually. So we drove to Fayetteville, Arkansas last minute, like they called us a week, like 4 days before, and we said, sure, we'll do it. We drove up there for $200, and so, it didn't cover gas or hotels or anything. Basically, we drove up there and went in the hole to play the show and just to get in front of people. And then the next day we were in Beaumont. So we basically left right after the show and drove straight through to get to that show that was also like a $300 show. And we got there and we played to one person. There was one person there, But our whole objective getting started was to play whenever we could play. And we did that. And we have kind of always done that. And my dad and mom always kind of instilled into us, and when we were little, we played in a band, that you work when you can, and that's kind of the best way to build yourself. So we kind of just always had that mentality of work, 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 and eventually it started building up, and we were playing more and more and more, and we had our Austin gigs that we played weekly, and those were a lot of fun, and we eventually kind of grew out of those and realized that we were overplaying the market and needed to get out a little bit farther and a little farther, and we'd take tours when we could, opening up for people, and it was really tough, but it was a lot of fun. I mean, that was a blast, actually. I mean, just driving down the road knowing that you're heading to Chicago for the first time is like the most exciting feeling a person can have if you've never done that, and this is what you've been looking for a long time. It's really a great deal. But the band our band has been a very good working band, and we're fortunate for that. Everyone doesn't complain about working too much. Everyone always wants to play more, and we used to sit around and we'd be sitting out in the backyard talking, looking at other people's schedules and going, man, look how much they're playing, those lucky guys, and they get to be out there beating up the road all the time. And after so many years, you do start going, let's slow it down a little bit, we don't need to maybe do every single show anymore, but it's, we still do take most of our shows that come our way, we'll take them. Everybody likes to play, and this is our job, this is what we do, and I'm happy doing it, and everybody else is happy doing it, so let's play as many as we can and go from there.